Now I would just briefly ask whether we have from the audience any questions. I have seen that there were some comments made, but not really questions in the chat. So if anyone would now like to ask a question, please type that into the chat. If there is anything, of course, please also feel free to contact us at a later point of time. And I've already shared the links to the main conference website here in the chat, which is wwec2021.org. And on that website, you also see the call for papers and all the topics of the call for papers. Call for papers is open until end of February, and you're invited to submit your abstracts on the website. You can do this. You can do this directly online there. So I have seen one question here that is related to whether the presentations will be available at a later point of time that were presented today. All this, the webinar is recorded and we will make those presentations available on our YouTube channel. I've also shared the link here. So it would usually takes 2-3 days. So latest at the beginning of next week, please visit our YouTube channel and then you can find those presentations there, and we will share, of course, share the link also on the conference website. Yeah, I do not see any questions here from our from the audience, and accordingly, I think I will hand over back Peter for some final remarks and then for closing this launch event.
Thank you very much, Stefan. I take it that you are now unmuted and you can hear me.
The connection is not very good, but so Peter, the connection is not so good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you just try. Maybe you switch off your camera and just continue speaking. Peter, I'm afraid we kind of lost you. In that case, I think I just take. Yeah, Peter, are you back?
Yeah. Yes. Can you?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hear me?
Yes, I think we do it without the video. So if you just go ahead.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Stefan, for and your staff at WWEA headquarters for preparing what has been an excellent webinar. I think as an introduction to the conference to be held later this year in New Delhi. We've had a very good coverage of what may be some of the issues which can be dealt with in more detail when we meet later this year in the Terry buildings in New Delhi. To all the speakers, thank you very much for keeping to time. Thank you very much for your presentations. They certainly will be very valuable, recorded and accessible to do some further work for people who want some of those figures and some of the ideas able to be considered further. With those comments and not wishing to hold anybody any further, I simply say thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you in November in New Delhi, I trust, when we can join together to bring the latest in relation to a world powered by wind and sun, with backup of whatever sort we finally come to the conclusion is the preferable one. But from the Renaissance participation, that will be important, and it'll also be important to have the others who've been mentioned participating. Thank you. That concludes the session.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening.
Jamie, can you hear?
See you later this year in Delhi.
I would
I
Dr.
would like to propose a vote of thanks to our speakers. First, I would like to propose a vote of thanks to Sri Bhanu Pratap Yadavji from Ministry of Renewable Energy for his good outlook of what is going to happen for the wind and solar together. And also I would like to thank Dr. Ajay Mazur, DG Terry, for his excellent introduction for the grid requirements and other parts of the other requirements of the renewable energy. And I would like to thank Mr. Prasant Mahapatra, because he has given an excellent overview of the world requirements and the future requirements, what can be done, what that needs to be required to be done. And of course, from ISCS, Klaus Span has also given a new perspective for the entire renewable energy that is required, business cases that are required. So technology is there, everything is there, but unless until business is there, demand is there, it can't be done much. So it's but it's not lost. Dr. Kasturi Rangan for his good outlook of wind energy in India and the world. Finally, Dr. Jami, our colleague who is also partner in this conference. I would like to thank him as well. Thank you all. We look forward to all of you for the real conference in November 2021. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Look forward to seeing all of you.
Bye-bye.